This year is going to be unlike any other year. If you'll choose right now to say, I'm not giving up, I'm going to keep knocking, I'm going to keep believing. I decided this year in 2017, January, I said, this is going to be, I just declared, I said, this is going to be the most productive year of my life. And what I meant by that was just saying, I don't want to waste one moment. I want to produce more. I want to be more effective. I want to be more efficient. I don't want to waste any time. I want to be the best version that I can be. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. And so I got a lot of things I need to work on, but I wanted to make sure that 2017 was a year of growth for me. By the way, if you haven't started your 2017 New Year's resolutions yet, there's still time, baby.
I'm here today to talk to you about overcoming the biggest obstacle you'll ever face. Let me take you on a journey. It was the middle of the night, almost a year ago. I struggled to breathe. Each step taking longer than the last, I fought my way upward at the cruising altitude of a commercial airliner. Focus, I thought. Keep pushing forward. The combination of 130 days of consecutive climbing, the negative 60-degree wind chill, and the actual physiological state of my body fighting back at 28,000 feet on Mount Everest summit ridge was pushing me to my breaking point. Get a hold of yourself, Colin. I desperately tried to regain control of my mind, but doubt, fear, and pain swirled in my thoughts. One step at a time, I thought. In an apparent daze, a chair appeared in the snow in front of me, blurring in and out of my vision. One step at a time, I thought. These labored steps reminded me of steps I had taken before. Steps that had given me a new lease on life. Steps that would bring me to my knees, yet simultaneously teach me life's greatest lesson. My mind flashed back.
I have failed far more times than I've succeeded. Far more. You will never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to becoming successful. I tell people this all the time. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world, he took 946 game-winning shots. 946 times since he was in high school, the ball has been in his hand to take the game-winning shot with no time on the clock. He has only made 146 of those. He has missed over 700 times, but he has made 146. You know what they write about? When he make it. They write about when you make it. So guess what? When you get through failing, all you got to do is make one. Y'all don't even know I was in them other meetings. They don't write about it. They just write about my hits. You just need a hit, man. So when you fail, it's a part of the process. Keep going. You're supposed to fail. Shit, who you know that gets it right all the time? That's impossible. You have to fail. Matter of fact, when you fail, be glad about it. Every time you fail, you're one step closer. So every time you fail, say, whew, got that out the way. Go to the next one. Fail again. Okay, I got two out the way. What's going to happen is if you just keep swinging, you're going to get a hit. A baseball player gets paid millions and millions of dollars for a 300 batting average. That means out of every 10 times he goes to the plate, he only hits the ball 3 times. They're millionaires. They only hit it 3 times. Man, please. I can't wait to fail.
It is not the movement of the clock that produces the newness of life. It is the movement in your mind. You're going to hear all kinds of things said about you. Throw it behind you. The enemies that you see today, you will see them no more. No weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. Every tongue that rises against you, God will condemn. This is my time. Truth of the matter is, everybody in here is going through a change. You don't have to be ashamed of yours. We are all in the process of transforming. to a higher, better expression of myself. Let this be the year that I birth a higher, better expression of myself. Don't let the habits of my past stop me from this metamorphosis. New year, new me. New year, new me. What separates us is transformation. The possibility of change. The desire to evolve. The passion to get up off the ground and stop eating dirt. I'm tired of doing what I used to do. If I always do what I've always done, I'll always be where I've always been. I'm going to throw it behind me. Somebody in this room that nobody would think would be in a church tonight, but you drew them to this place tonight because you want them to be a new me and a new year and have a new attitude and a new mind. Because the real battleground is in your mind. That's where the fight is. You lay down with it. You get up with it. You go to work with it. You can't digest your food because of it. Smiling in front of people and nobody knows that there's gunfire going off in your head. It's not a geographical location. It's not debt. It's not money. It's not haters. It's not enemies. It's not liars. It's not backbiters. That's not the battleground. Stop wasting your weapons on what people say, because it is not what they say about you that matters. It is what you say about you that threatens your destiny. You will never be defeated by what they say about you. You will be defeated by what you say about you.
I dedicate this to you, to the greatness in you, and to the dream that you showed up on the planet to produce. And it's simply this: if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish or gulf, sickness or pain or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God you'll get it. You have greatness in you.
What I'm trying to tell you, beloved, is that you can have a new year, but it don't mean jack diddly if you don't have a new mind. I'm telling you that you can buy a new car, but if you put the old man in a new car, you're still going to have the old experience. I'm telling you that a new house doesn't make a new marriage. I'm talking about a new outfit doesn't make you a new person. And if you think you are magically going to be a new person, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, because new life comes from a new mind and a new way of looking at your life. I cannot step into the future and still think in my past. I cannot let the rumors and the stain of what they said about me destroy my opportunity. Slap somebody and tell them I gotta kill it tonight. I gotta destroy it tonight. I gotta get rid of it tonight. I gotta throw it behind me tonight. I can't drag that same old mess into another year.
We all have things that we're believing for, dreams that we want to accomplish, problems we're hoping will turn around. Maybe it's to see our family restored, to lose some weight, to break an addiction, to start our own business. But sometimes as it goes on, month after month, even year after year, we don't see anything changing. It's easy to get discouraged and think, it's never going to happen. This is as good as it gets. I'll just learn to live with it. We all go through disappointments, setbacks, loss. Pain is a part of life. It's easy to get discouraged, even bitter. Think, why is this happening to me? Sometimes we look at pieces in our lives that don't make sense. The key is what we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. Heartache, loss, disappointments, they don't leave us the same. Every painful time, even though you don't like it, it's developing something in you that can only be developed in the tough times. Eventually, that will pass. You'll get through it, but you will be different. In those tough times, when you're uncomfortable, going through a loss, dealing with an illness, you could easily let it overwhelm you. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you. You can come out bitter, or you can come out better. You can come out defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new passion, a new fire, excited about the new opportunities in front of you. I may not like it, but I'm not a whiner. I'm a warrior. I know I can handle this. Don't complain about the pain. Without the pain, we couldn't reach the fullness of our destinies. Sometimes we bring pain on ourselves. We make poor choices, get in a relationship we know is not good, or maybe get over our head in our spending. Now it's painful. We're having to deal with the consequences. All of us experience pain. My challenge, don't just go through it, grow through it. That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new competence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your pain. That pain is not there to stop you. It's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you. Difficulties are a part of life. Now quit telling yourself you can't take it. You're not weak. You are well able. Eventually the pain will pass. You'll give birth to new strength. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And there will always be forces trying to convince us to settle where we are. Life has a way of pushing our dreams down. They can become buried under discouragement, buried under past mistakes. There are dreams buried under divorce, buried under low self-esteem. It's easy to settle for mediocrity even though we have all this potential buried on the inside. What are you remembering? The hurt, the pain, what didn't work out? Turn it around and remember your dream. Have you allowed any dreams to get buried in you? At one time, you believed you could do something great. You believed you could lead the company in sales. You believed you could break that addiction. It's been a long time. Had some bad breaks. Wasn't all your fault. You could easily settle where you are. Nobody would fault you. The enemy would love to deceive you into burying your dream, thinking that it's never going to work out. Don't believe those lies. It's not too late to become all that you were created to be. Every time you remember your dream, you're removing some dirt. You're digging it back out. The true mark of a champion is even though some dirt gets thrown on your dream, instead of letting it get buried, you keep shaking it off. You keep moving forward. You wouldn't be having that opposition if you didn't have something great in you. If your dream wasn't alive and on track, right on schedule to come to pass, you wouldn't have so many things coming against you. That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you. Can I tell you, your dream is not dead. It's just not in season. Your time is coming. Promotion is coming. Good breaks are coming. Promises you've been standing on. Dreams you've been praying about. Lack is not your destiny. Constantly struggling, barely getting by is not the end of your story. These light afflictions are for a moment. The adversity is temporary. The glory is eternal. There are some dreams shut up in you. Like fire, you're going to feel your destiny calling out. May not have happened the first time. The loan didn't go through. You didn't get chosen for the part. The medical report wasn't good. That's okay. It's still in you. This is your time. This is your moment. Shake off the doubt. Shake off the negativity. You're at the right place. You're at the right time. Now all you've got to do is get in the right frame of mind. Lord, I believe this is my year to get healthy and whole. This is my year to meet the people of my dreams. This is my year to go further in my career, to step into a new level of my destiny. This is my year to accomplish dreams, to break free from this depression. This is my year to meet the right people. This is my year to get healthy and whole. This is your year to see double. This is your year for vindication, for restoration, for new beginnings. Now get your mind going in the right direction.
When you are trying to get to the next level, and you can see where you're trying to get to, there is a ceiling that you have to break through. This ceiling is made of glass. You must be willing to break through the glass. You are going to bleed. The cut is going to put some bruises and bloods. But that's the only way to get to the next level. I understood that. And in order to get to the next level, you are going to have to give up something that you care about. You know, all your friends, they can't go to the next level because they'll get up there with you, and the way they behave, they'll mess it up for you. You can't hang out with everybody you've been hanging out with to go to the next level. I had to leave my family. My family didn't get it. Steve, you're going to go tell jokes. That's stupid. You can't make a living telling jokes. Stupid. Quit your job, leave your family, pursue your dreams. My family wasn't supporting. I got to cut my family loose. It's okay. Oh, they all love me now. I'm the youngest one of my family. I take care of my whole family. Everybody get a check every month. But I forgave them. They didn't know. They had no idea. They didn't know. Why you still out there telling them damn jokes? You'll see. And now they all see. That's why I was able to walk away, because I saw more. So you'll know when it's time to walk away from people. And some people you need to walk away from. You have to let them go. They're not going to get it.
I talked to a man growing up. His father was very hard on him, told him that he was never going to amount to anything. Now this man is in his 40s, working night and day, trying to prove to his father that he was wrong. His father still doesn't acknowledge his success. I told him, you don't have to convince him that you're good enough. You're trying to impress someone that's never going to be impressed. Your job is not to change people's minds. Your job is to run your race. Too often, we're trying to get our worth out of what we do. Am I a good enough mother? Strong enough? Successful enough? We think if we work harder, outdress our friends, then we'll feel good about ourselves. We live in this proving mode. The problem is we're getting our value from the wrong place. But when you're secure in who God made you to be, you're content with your looks, you're happy with your personality, then you don't go around competing with others, living to impress that cousin that's more attractive. You know you're one of a kind. When you know who you are, you won't live in this proving mode, getting your value out of what they think. Do they compliment me? If not, let me work harder. Let me prove to them that I'm good enough. Them validating you is not going to move you towards your destiny. Take the pressure off. Your destiny is not contingent on them liking you. It's a distraction. They may be more talented. Celebrate them. You don't have to prove to them that you're talented too. You have gifts that they don't have. Anytime we're trying to prove something, the root cause is insecurity. There will always be a voice saying, you don't measure up. You need to be stronger, wealthier, more talented. It's very freeing when you understand you have nothing to prove. Walk in your anointing. You don't have to keep up with other people. Am I as talented as my coworker? Am I as successful as my cousin? Then you'll live in a proving mode, trying to impress. That's a never-ending cycle. You're not competing with them, you're competing with yourself. Be the best you that you can be. You can feel good about who you are right now. Who said you don't look good? Who said you needed to be taller, more creative? Don't believe those lies. Quit competing and run your race. You may impress people. They compliment you. Praise from people just feeds our ego. We should live to impress God. Proving to your friend that you're talented may make you feel good, but they don't open doors. Instead of impressing people, we should spend our time impressing God. You have to get your value from who you are and not what you do. Look at the car I drive. Look at the business I've built. That's all good, but it's superficial. If it changes, then your self-worth will change. I was riding to a friend's house. He had this very nice sports car, really beautiful. I noticed we drove the long way. I asked why he didn't go the easy way. He said, my ex-girlfriend lives on this street to make sure she sees what she's missed out on. He was going out of his way to prove what she was missing out. Prove that he was happy without her. What's funny is he found out later that she had moved across town a couple of years earlier. I wonder how many times we're trying to prove something and the person is not even paying attention. Competing with someone that doesn't even know we're competing. When we're trying to prove to people, to feed our ego, to show them how great we are, that's a dead-end street. Who are you trying to impress? How much energy are you spending trying to feel good enough, smart enough, worthy enough? Come out from under that pressure. You have nothing to prove. What people think about you doesn't determine your destiny. Your income may increase, but your value is not going to increase. Thinking that's going to give you more worth. Run your race. Stay focused on what you're called to do. Don't live for people's applause. Live for God's applause. And sure, you may have areas you need to improve in, but that doesn't change your value. When you understand, if God is pleased with you, it doesn't really matter what other people think about you. They may try to discredit you. Big deal. They didn't breathe life into you. They didn't call you, anoint you. Why are you spending time and energy trying to impress that neighbor? Prove to that coworker that you are talented. They don't control your destiny. They can't stop what God has purposed for your life. Get your eyes off of people, off of how you think you don't measure up. You are accepted. You are anointed. Now step into your destiny.
And so as more people love you, more people hate you. They both grow up together. The bigger your life gets, everything comes up at the same pace. And the more people believe in you or like you or support you, the more people hate you because it creates an opportunity for envy. The only way to avoid it is to stay down. If you lay dead, even the animals won't bite you. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The risk of being bitten is the cost of getting up. And you have to decide, are you so concerned about being bitten that you're willing to spend the rest of your life laying dead, or is there something pumping down inside of you that says, bite me or not, I'm getting up. I'm going to do all I can do, even if it risks you hating me. I'm going for it. Isn't it amazing how your life, when you finally pray and pray that you finally get the opportunity you've been waiting all your life to get, if you reach out to take it, there's a threat. You pray, Lord, I want this career opportunity. I want this door open. And oh God, if you could just give me this position and it will be perfect and everything will be wonderful. But you didn't know that some in your family was going to go crazy when it did. You could mess up everything at the house. And so you're standing there like this. Anytime God answers your prayer, there are always opposing factors that make success not taste successful. This is very important. The people around you had everything in the world to do with the decisions you make, because they get in your ear. And if they are wrong, they don't die, you die. You got to make it happen, or it's not going to happen. You got to get up off your hind parts and bust a move, or nothing is going to happen in your life. See, you talk too much about your success. You need to shut it down. Your mouth is too big for where you're trying to go. But because you announce everything to everybody, you further jeopardize the opportunity that the Lord is affording you.
Deciding to do the things that are necessary to bring about the changes that we want to bring in our lives or what we want to bring in society. Self-fulfillment. Because when you are involved in commitment, when you are implementing your plan of action, you're going to produce some results. And it's a time of celebration. So what happens when you hit the level of self-fulfillment? First of all, what we want to know is that self-fulfillment is unending.
So you need to begin to make a distinction in your life between happiness and fulfillment. Happiness is fleeting. It's short term. I'm not happy every day I live here oceanfront. If you were happy every single second of your life, the bliss of it wouldn't affect you like it does. We want the ebbs and flows of life. The downs in our life make the highs so much sweeter.
We're so familiar with ourselves, we tend to take ourselves for granted. We tend to minimize the things we can accomplish, the goals we can reach, and for some equally strange reason, believe others can accomplish things in our field which we cannot.
Living in guilt or grief or shame or unworthiness. I had someone tell me they lost a loved one the other day. And I said, how long have you been grieving? Oh, about a year. Oh, really? Okay, well, suppose it was you that left and you were looking at the person you loved moping around for a year. What would you say to them after a year if you truly loved them? Get over it and have a happy life. I'm doing great. Live a happy life. That would be the greatest testament of love for each other.
Too much of anything is a bad thing. Life without balance results in an unbalanced life. Working hard, burning the midnight oil, doing it until is good. Working nonstop, never taking a vacation, never having any fun, never spending quality time with the people you love, working day after day, month after month is bad.
The people in this world that are inconsistent, the people in this world that really don't move the needle and make things happen, usually it's because, their intentions are there. They are prisoners to their emotions. Their emotions control how they move with their life. So if they feel great, they're going to have a great day, right? If they feel great, they're going to go for that run, go for that workout. That's what average does. But what legendary does is, I don't feel like doing it today. I still do it.
In 5 years or less, you can get right to the top of the work you're now doing. I know this, but the important question here is, do you know this? The easiest and most effective means of forming a good attitude habit is to begin to act as though you have a good, positive, expectant attitude toward life.
Building your visual chain of thought begins when you have well-defined plans for your career, your family activities, your investments, and your health. Your plans and goals are your visual chain, knowing where you're going before you get there.
Begin right now to walk, act, and look as though you belong to this group. If you're already in the top 5%, you'll know what I mean. If you've never tried it, you'll be amazed at what happens.
Develop a plan, a game plan. It's ironic how we all understand the importance of mapping out a strategy for a football game or a basketball game. But few of us take the time to map out a strategy for our lives, a game plan.
And to be disciplined means to do the right thing when you feel like doing the wrong thing. Somebody offends you, you feel like holding a grudge. No, discipline that emotion and learn to forgive them anyway. Things aren't going your way and you kind of feel like being discouraged. No, you've got to learn to discipline the negative feelings and keep a good attitude anyway.
You should always expect the things that you accept from you. If I accept your disrespect, then it's expected of you to continue to disrespect me. If you disrespect me, and it happens over and over and over and over again, I'm giving you permission to continue to disrespect me. I'm giving you permission to continue to be mean, disrespectful, whatever the case may be.
You want to keep learning, keep growing. Realize that we had a theme. You never find out how much you know until you find out how little you know. And there are some people you can't tell anything. They have all the answers. Oh, I've already done that.
So what I need you to do is make a decision that you're going to develop the habits that you need to meet the greatest version of yourself. Like when you try to get down to why you do things subconsciously, it is hard. You got to get down to root issues. Sometimes it is triggered all the way back down to your childhood on why you do certain things. So it's not like okay, I'm going to spend 5 minutes. Maybe for some of you, but this might be a 5-month journey for me. But make a decision to go on that journey to create the best habits in your life.
Never to revisit the event, because once you do, you open the box. But what we want to do is overcome the emotion, because that's just what's lasting from the event.
Contribution matched with achievement is fulfillment. People say, I just don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my purpose is. Your purpose is often found through identifying what your giftedness is and then how you can use those gifts to serve other people. You were born with natural gifts that were given to you that are special to you.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em đã quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không còn mơ em anh nhận màu. Em chỉ cần mơ đâu em bay. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá. Cho bên mơ em không mơ anh. Anh một đêm mơ. Chỉ cần bên em không được còn nhớ. Và chỉ có em không còn nhớ. Và người ta bên nhau như ngã tớ. Muốn nhớ về say em chỉ có mấy em ở đây. Và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mơ mày. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu. Cùng em như nằm mơ mộng. Anh như đêm mong cầu. Và vui bên em ngủ sầu. Chào cả mắt mai em mơ. Chỉ có bên em nhưng đừng có mơ. Nhưng mà đang dài em muốn bên ai. Anh không mong gì hơn. Chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau. Mà đừng em đâu anh có em. Muốn em bên ai đừng có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu. Ôm anh.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose